Hello, students, and welcome to the Love School, where we confront the myths and the misinformation about relationships.
Where couples and singles learn the intelligent love.
Pay attention to this very interesting question we received. She says, I've been married to my husband for 6 years, and we have a 2-year-old son. Yesterday, when he arrived from work, I went to get his clothes to wash, and when I was cleaning out the pockets, I found a receipt from a chocolate shop for about 70. On the receipt, it said, box of assorted chocolates. I didn't receive any box of chocolates. I'm sorry, but it's tragic and comical at the same time because it's funny how people make mistakes but leave traces behind. And it's funny how these traces find a way to be discovered, especially by women. Women have a gift.
Oh, yes. Women have that sixth sense.
She says, I did not receive any box of chocolates. And he has denied this, saying no such receipt exists. When I went to get it again, it was no longer there. What should I do? I believe in him, but I know what I saw. I regret not have gotten the receipt to have proof. My heart is broken and hopeless. What can I do? So, students, what do you think the student should do about the receipt from a box of chocolates that magically disappeared from her husband's pants?
Yeah, but she saw it, right? You saw the receipt of the chocolates, and you even read it and saw exactly what it was and what it was for. What that receipt was for, a box of mixed chocolates, meaning who's lying here is him because you saw that receipt in his pocket. And if the receipt is not there anymore, so then he got it and he threw it away. So it's very clear who's lying. Oh, do I believe him? What do you mean I believe him? You saw the receipt, unless you were dreaming or having a nightmare.
Unless you were doing drugs and had a hallucination, you have a conviction that you saw the note. So believing in him and what your eyes and hands, which you saw, touched, and read, what the receipt said. So basically, the truth is clear here.
Yeah, it's clear that the truth is that yes, he bought the chocolates and they weren't for you. That's a fact, right? So if it was for her, he could have said, "Oh, I bought it. I was going to give it to you, but you already found the receipt." So there isn't another version. What are you going to do with that fact? All right?
And another fact on top of this is that such box of chocolate existed. Is that the main thing here are lies. This is the main thing. More than chocolates or anything else, it's the fact that he is lying to you, trying to make you believe in what he said instead of believing your own eyes. So this is a sign of a manipulative person. This is the biggest problem because someone who lies and manipulates is capable of anything at all. And this is the biggest danger.
So you have here a lie, you have a lie, and you have a fact that is very strange of him having bought chocolates for someone and someone that was not you. So there's two facts, very bad, negative facts, and you need to decide on what you're going to do. What many people do is they start to argue, they get upset, but that's not going to resolve anything. You can see that he already tried to keep her quiet by saying, "No, there's nothing. You're crazy. There isn't anything." And she stayed quiet because she went there to look for the receipt and it wasn't there anymore. So she doesn't have the physical proof. She doesn't know what to do. You have the proof because you saw the receipt. Besides you seeing the receipt, he lied. So, what are you going to do with that information? What are you going to do when you catch a lie and a behavior that is very strange from your partner? What do you do? You need to face it. You need to say, "No, I saw it. I saw that receipt. And look, you're lying to me." You need to face it. You can't stay in that situation, like, what do I do, Renato and Chris? What do I do with this? You see people today, they have so many rights, so many equal rights and all that, but on the moment of knowing what needs to be done with a situation that is wrong, the person's like, "What do I do? What do I do?" Why? Because she doesn't want to lose. She doesn't want to lose her husband. Because you see, Renato, a detail that
She doesn't want to know the truth. She's scared of the truth.
a detail, the woman takes care of him. She gets the pants, she
She
cleans
washes his
them.
clothes.
So it's a woman that takes care of her husband. So probably a woman that loves her husband a lot, that has pleasure in serving her husband, right? She's there with her family and they've been married for 6 years. They have a child of 2 years. So it's a woman who gives her best. And she's before a situation that is wrong. It's simply wrong. It's unacceptable if Renato would do something like that. Oh, I wouldn't. I wouldn't stay with him. It wouldn't remain like that. No.
And vice versa. We don't tolerate lies because lies are a big problem for people.
And it's not to argue. We're not saying to argue, right?
Exactly. And the least he can do is say the truth. The minimum a husband and wife owe to each other is the truth. Honesty. You cannot have a relationship where lies exist. You cannot have love where you have lies. You just can't, period. This is undebatable. You know what? I will prove this with the Bible for those who'd like to. Oh, but where does God come into this question about forgiveness? Okay, you know what? All right, since you want to know afterwards, you can check on your Bible. He says like this: He who works deceit shall not dwell within my house. He who tells lies shall not continue in my presence. In other words, he is saying here that he will not allow a liar to live in his house. You have the answer right here on what you should do. If you really want to overcome this problem, what do you have to do? If you're scared of your husband, call your dad, call your mom. You seem to be young, have a 2-year-old son. Do you want reinforcements? Call your father, call your mother, the oldest person that he respects, or his parents. Make a family meeting and say the following: this and this happened, and I won't accept this. The least I deserve is the truth. And if he insists with his lies and deceives me, no matter what the truth is, I don't accept him at my home any longer. It seems like a storm in a cup of water, but it's not. If you do not take a stand on this now, you will trigger future problems bigger than the box of chocolates. So you have to make a point of it now, because it's not about a box of chocolate, but a lie. This is what you have to understand. The box of chocolates is the least. $70, the least. And even if he had given it to another woman, let's say, which is probable, or else there'll be no point in hiding it. But that he gave it to another woman, and this was a start of some sort of flirting going on. And if he admits that something happened, the truth, says he recognized that he was wrong, and plans on doing something about it to change from here onward, this is less wrong than continue to lie to you and make you feel like you're crazy. Because if so, you're with a very dangerous person, a manipulative person, and this person is capable of anything, even killing. So here's our answer. What will you do with it? It's up to you. We'll answer more questions from our students in a bit. here on the Love School Response.
Does your love life need a little boost? An upgrade? A complete overhaul? Worry not. We've got the right treatment just for you. It's the Love Therapy course. Live stream from Houston, Texas every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time with Dave and Evelyn Higginbotham, teaching practical advice for both married couples and for singles to deal with the day-to-day ins and outs of romance and relationship issues.
If we make a mistake, it's not a problem to make a mistake, but if we make a mistake and we don't learn from it, that is a serious problem.
American culture is, follow your heart.
Yeah.
What does your heart tell you? Don't let anybody stop you. If you love this person, don't let them stop you. Go for this dream that you have. That's almost elevated as this noble thing.
Watch the Love Therapy live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time on the Living Faith Network website, or scroll through the archives of past Love Therapy sessions on ulfn.org. For more information, comments, or questions, call 888-332-4141 or text 888-312-4141.
Listen to this student's question. I have a very complicated past in my love life that I just can't resolve. I carry a love for one of my nephews. It's a love I've had since my youth. I've prayed a lot about it, but I cannot be set free. You know this thing that people say a lot nowadays. Oh, I can't, I want to forget, but I can't. In all honesty, you don't want to forget. You don't want to forget. You want to believe you want to forget, but you don't want to forget. Because when you really want to forget, you take the necessary measures to forget. Love needs to be nourished in order for it to survive. What nourishes love? Memories, having contact with that person, looking at pictures, thinking, daydreaming, talking. All these things nourish love. What kills love? The opposite of all these things. Denourish these feelings and the love will die. That's it. That's how it works. Whoever says, I can't forget or stop feeling these things, is because they continue nourishing. It's like they're saying, look, there's a lion that wants to devour me. There's a lion, and I'm very scared of it. I can't get rid of it. Except, you don't tell anyone, is that every morning, you feed this lion 2 kilos of meat. It's hard. How are you going to be set free from this lion if you keep feeding it? Okay, she continues. I also have an ex to whom I lost my virginity. And lastly, an ex-husband who I dated for 6 years and married him. We remained married for 5 years. We have been separated for 4 years now. So let's do the math. 11 years with that guy, 6 dating, 5 married, separated for now 4 years. 11 years together, but I think I never loved him. Today I separated and I have a daughter. Since those 4 years that we've been separated, I haven't gotten involved with anyone else. Thank God. It's good you did not bring another man into your life, at least in regards to your daughter, in consideration to her. Continuing, I feel like I need to get cleaned from all this garbage of the past. Congratulations again. Good, you're right. To get involved with someone else, again, I'm 37 years old, and my dream is to get married again. But how do I heal myself, become free from the past and the mess inside of me? Please help.
You see that she talks about 3 relationships, right? One that was
Passion.
perhaps nothing even happened before. And even I would even like to comment on that passion or that she had, because today she's 37 years old. So she's another woman from that younger age. Many people, they think that they can have the same that they had, when they were younger, when she had a different mindset, when she hadn't gone through so many things, when she was more innocent, all that stuff. And many times the person looks to that past and they start to think that they can have that past again because it was good. Because in that time she hadn't gone through so many frustrations in her life. So she has a good experience from being younger, her younger days, and she thinks that she can go back to that time. She can't go back to that time, but she thinks if I still bring that same person and bring it to my present, she thinks that she's going to have that same feeling that she used to feel when she was younger. She
Missing
misses that feeling.
what she felt. It's like a symptom when you go to a theme park. When you go to a theme park, you go to Disney World or any park. When you were a child, you had an experience. And then you go back when you're an adult, you say, oh, let's go to a theme park. You have that memory of how fun it was. But then you arrive there, you feel like a fish out of water. You see no
Yeah.
point to it.
You get on the ride and you start thinking, "Wow, I used to like this ride so much. What did I see in this ride?" But it's exactly that. The person they don't know that part. They just think, "Oh, it was so nice the way that I used to feel when he was with me, the way that he made me feel about myself, about life and all that. I want to have that again." But you can't have that again because you're not the same person. Neither is he, neither is that nephew. But, you know, and then you talk about the ex that you lost your virginity with. Meaning that person is still there in your present because you're speaking about them. So much so that you have a passion for a nephew, and then you still have something with that ex, and then you have something with the ex-husband as well that you said that you never
Who she
loved,
has a daughter
but
with.
you mention him. So the past that you're still talking about as if it's still part of your life, it's not a past yet. It's still part of you. That's why you feel like that. So, so messy because all of that still makes part of your today. You haven't fixed the past. It hasn't ended yet. It, you said I wasn't happy in my marriage. It finished. No. Even if you never loved him, he's still somehow part of your present.
So her questions are, how do I heal myself, free myself from the past? So you've been alone for 4 years, and rightly so, you don't want to get involved with anyone else until you are healed. Well, the first thing to understand is that you have to remove from your heart, actually start feeding your heart, feelings regarding these impossible loves. Impossible loves. You know that you will destroy, cause a mess in your family if you go after your nephew. Maybe he's even married with someone else. So it's something that doesn't fit in your life anymore. It's something complicated that you don't need. So you have to stop feeding these memories, these feelings. Stop looking and considering these possibilities. Stop feeding them. And this is the first step.
This that you just mentioned about stopping and thinking that it's a possibility, this is very important because while the person is still thinking there is a possibility, there is a chance, she keeps feeding that
Who
feeling
knows? Maybe.
and thinking that she can't stop because she thinks that there still is a chance.
Remove that. Remove that. Wake up. You don't live in a movie in a deserted island. It's not going to happen. If it did happen, it would make your situation a lot worse. So you have to delete this from your memory, on the list of dreams. So when you give your heart to somebody, you close up to someone else. If you give to one, you nourish your feelings for one person, you're closing your heart to other people. It's obvious.
And in the case here, it's 3, right?
That's right. And you could have been with your previous relationships didn't work out because you kept all along these feelings for your nephew. So you have to kill this inside of you. The first thing. The second thing is that if you have resentment, grudges, if you carry any bad feelings, you have to get free from them through forgiveness. You have to give forgiveness. You have to forgive yourself also. because of the mistakes you made, things you did that today you regret. It seems that somehow you regret what you did since you don't want to enter another relationship. So forgive yourself, forgive people, make amends, and learn how you can actually build a new relationship. How? Starting from your preparation in being ready to enter a relationship to choosing the person. It seems that the last two, actually all three, you didn't choose well. It seems you only choose based on your heart, your feelings, and that's how you deceive yourself.
Well, we came to the end of our program. We will be back in the next program here on This Time.
Imagine waking up one day to find that you married the wrong person, or that you lost your true love because you ruined your relationship, or that you'd missed it when that special person came into your life. For those who don't want to spend the rest of their lives regretting a bad decision, Bulletproof Dating is a must-read, no matter what stage of singleness you're in. Whether you're alone, waiting, dating, picking up the pieces of your broken heart, divorced, or widowed, this book will help you navigate the complicated world of modern relationships. Years of experience have given Renato and Cristiane Cardoso authority to say that most divorces start during the dating phase. Bulletproof Dating is a manual for all ages and will open your eyes and show you practical actions you can take. It's time to learn intelligent love. Ebook available on Amazon.com and other online retailers. Did you know that over 50% of couples who get divorced regret not trying harder to save their marriage? No one gets married to later get a divorce, but sometimes it seems like there's no other option. Wait, you haven't tried everything. Bulletproof Marriage has already helped millions of couples all around the world to avoid separation. Even if one party isn't willing to change, or the relationship seems like a lost cause, give yourself this opportunity. Read this amazing book and shield your marriage against divorce. Buy the book on Amazon.com today.